between the Canes and the Noles, once upon a time, barely noticed outside the state of Florida. But those battles in the 80s and the 90s put both programs on the national map, made both of them champions, and we are lucky to have another showdown between these two today. Welcome everyone to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the 17th ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you along. David Pollock and Jesse. And the Canes will boot it away to start the game. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Florida State's offense will go on the attack first. And a series has been defined by close games. The last meeting was not that, as the Canes blew them away.
They jumped out all over the Noles early in that game. They kind of established that rhythm and swagger. And David, you know, when this team gets the swag and they start feeling themselves, it's ball game. It's over.
When they get it going and the talent they have, they always have upper-end talent on their teams. It's just, can they meet that talent? Can they exceed it sometimes, occasionally? They were up for Florida State a year ago. Let's see if Florida State can return the favor.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Fires to the wideout. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. Punt is on its way. Hauls it in and looking upfield. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. So Miami's offense will take the field for the first time. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass in coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incompletion is an open invitation to the special teams unit to come onto the field. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. It's complete to the right. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Running back searching for a hole. Still on his feet at the 45. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a man. It's Robbins. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Well, you got to know as a quarterback, when you're in an empty set, which means you have no running backs in the backfield with you, you got to be able to get rid of the football. And you're expecting pressure. The clock's going to go off in your head. Not a good job of keeping 2 hands on the football, and the defense able to knock it loose.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Snagged in the middle, it's Miles. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Makes the catch. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to throw again. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Tight end now in motion. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. For the 3rd straight play, the pass falls incomplete. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And he'll have to find the line and generate some power, a 46-yarder from the left. It's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Mississippi State delivered the knockout blow early in this one, en route to the type of win that can turn some heads there in the SEC. Trust me when I say the party is on in Stark Vegas. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the 1st. Leaves it with the back. Has plenty for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 28. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Robbins. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Quick release by the QB. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. And the Noles getting set on 1st and 10. Handoff to the single running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Here's the fly sweep. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws toward the end zone. That'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Seminoles will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Right back to the well. And they don't pick up anything right there, but at least they avoid getting tackled in their own end zone. Using his legs, it's Page. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. The Hurricanes send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is brought in at the 43, and they are set up nicely. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Fires to the right. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back. So now it's 2nd and long. The pull and throw off the RPO. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny. You spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away again. He lofts one down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Seminoles will call on their punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. And a precision punt there will pin them deep inside their own 10-yard line. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The give out of the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Here's the handoff. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 10. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Finds a spot in the middle. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got him.
And this offense showing off the explosiveness, the big play down the field. This is so big because what it makes defenses do to react now. Now you scare them. Now you make them drop back a little bit. So that big passing play opens up this whole offense.
The Canes moving quickly to the line. To the air on 1st down. Grab near the marker. It's Miles. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A 1st down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. They're going back to the ground. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Give to the back. Fighting off the defender. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Canes! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to throw, it's Robbins. Makes the grab. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Seminoles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Quarterback extends the play. Breaks into the open.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
Motion from the wide receiver. Second down, they'll go to the air. Quickly complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
And the Seminoles line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Let's see what he can do with it. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Got a man, it's Miles. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33. Slithers into space. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. When you think of the significance of these two programs in the history of college football, remarkable that they've only been playing since 1951.
It's crazy because
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. The kick is on its way. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. The Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
For this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Back to throw, it's Robbins. Under fire. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
The Noles will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. He'll keep it himself. There he goes. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. And the Canes come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Finds his tight end. They'll stop him at the 46 after a 5-yard pickup. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Working on the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to go up top on first down. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. To the air on second down. Grab behind the line. It's Page. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside, defense.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few.
Draws are such a smart way to take advantage of fast defensive linemen that want to get upfield and get after the quarterback. It keeps them honest, makes them realize they got to play the run too. Great play call.
On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. And the Hurricanes pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. Looking downfield very late in the half. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. And this one is perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
And he's coming out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, some real edge-of-your-seat moments, and there's still 2 quarters to go here for the Noles and Canes. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move-the-chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the battle between Miami and Florida State plays out.
And the Noles will boot it away to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look. Turning it on! Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. It's Page. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Line getting set on second down. Back to pass. That's reeled in. It's Miles. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. And the Canes are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Takes it from the gun on third down. That's caught. It's Miles. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. They've got a third down and manageable from right around midfield. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got him. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The Hurricanes will line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. To the ground with the back. Runs through the tackle. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Off the play fake. Unloads to the right. Got his man. And he's out of bounds, but not before a good, sizable pickup, and that has been a rare sight in this one. Off play action on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. He'll do it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Fires to the wideout. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. The Seminoles will punt this one away. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6 times tonight. Now on the return. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Caught behind the line. It's Page. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it. Gonna run it. It's Page. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Motion from the wideout. The play action fake. Fires to the right. He's got an open man. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. Looking to throw on first down. Get it out on the screen. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. They'll send the tight end in motion. Throwing right. Got his man downfield. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. That kind of play is just vintage Hurricane receiver play.
I mean, big-time playmakers on the outside. The list is long for Miami, but finding those elite speedsters down in the state of Florida, it's not a hard job.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. Deep shot for the end zone. And that one's way too far for everybody. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the score. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. The Hurricanes continue to gain strength, and they have built a lead on the Noles.
I think that speed from Miami is really starting to show itself here in the football game, and it just doesn't look like Florida State at this point, David, can keep up with all of that athleticism.
The speed and swag, they got it going now. They got the confidence going, and when Miami gets the confidence going, it is tough to beat. Florida State's going to have to make something happen and make it happen fast.
Florida State, 0.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Caught in the backfield, it's Tatum. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Dropping back, it's Robbins. Got his man. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Holding.
Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Oh, they're after him. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. And the Seminoles will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll call for the fair catch here. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Grab near the sticks. It's Miles. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. And some room to work. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Handoff from the shotgun. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. So first down will open up the final period. They'll give it to him again. Nice move to keep running. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. The Canes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Rush is on him. Got it in the middle at Stockton. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. He'll set up to throw. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes! And the beatdown has ensued. They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
0.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. This Hurricane defense has been an impenetrable wall all day, not moving an inch against these guys.
And it's a complete effort, Reese. It's the front. It's the defensive line owning the work up front. It's the linebackers running. It's the secondary all working together, reminiscent of the 2001 Miami defense. Under 10 points a game, putting together a performance today.
Fires to the middle. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Under fire. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs. Great place to start for this offense. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the
Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a first down. Out of the gun to give to the back. Nice move there. They make the stop, but he got work done on the ground, picking up 6 to the 23. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They run into a bit of trouble here, 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. With the catch, it's Stockton. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. And the Canes are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down. Got it behind the line. It's Sharp. He's guided out of bounds at the 12-yard line. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Slides away. And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. dead center perfect. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter is sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better. Oh, he's got some space. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. They'll go with a direct snap. Stop just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. Handoff to the single back. Picks up the first down, still moving. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Seminoles with the 1st and 10. The give to the left side. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. It's Robbins. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
The game plan was simple on defense. They had to find a way to contain one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football. And guys, not only have they contained him, they've completely shut him down. This offense has no points in this game. Remarkable job by the defense.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete. A 4th down stop and the turnover on downs. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. To the air on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
Brings up 2nd down.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Makes his man miss. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. They'll ride the hot hand. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. With the clock running, this should be the final play. A rivalry defined by wide rights, wide lefts, mascot arrest went right down the middle, and a well-earned victory for the Miami Hurricanes. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.